I would never.
I mean, we're still gonna save Blue, even if you're not trying to get into his pants anymore. He's still a...
Who said I wanted it in his pants? I just want him to love me.
Look me in the eyes.
Omnia's just gonna sit there like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't want it in his pants.
That is not a definite. Gary,
So are we going or not? What are we doing? Are we going or not?
Whether you guys go or not, doesn't matter. I'm going. But I'm not going to go rescue him. I'm going to collect information.
Didn't look getting over without me, so obviously I'm going.
It's just a boat.
Do we need to rewind to earlier where I said if you stole anything from anyone in this town, I would fillet you?
You wouldn't know. I'd return it when I was done. Anyways.
Okay. Rye, where would you like to go?
I would like to go see Amber and Blaze.
Okay, Amber and Blaze.
Before we leave, I'm gonna, like, poke on and be like, I'm going now. I love you.
Love you. Be safe.
Okay.
No, with a heart.
And then we leave. Because Alana.
Yeah, Alana.
Knows.
I'm gonna have you roll a perception to try and locate where the twins are.
I'll kill you. 9.
Looking around, not quite sure. Not quite sure. But they normally hang by the docks because they jump from the lighthouse and glide on down with their gliders.
God, they're so chaotic. Love them already. You just go to the docks and see if anyone can find them. Maybe ask around.
Yeah. Yeah, there's dock workers. Go ahead. You can walk up to one who's like lugging a huge sack of seed over his shoulder.
Sorry, I was taking a bite of my mac and cheese. I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hey, you know the twins, Amber and Blaze, normally terrorizing the docks?"
Just points up to the lighthouse, and you see, as you look up, 2 figures high up on top of the lighthouse. You see, like, little gliders on their backs. And you see Amber kind of, like, getting ready, looking over, and they just fucking, like, fly off. And they just kind of drift over the top, and, like, you see Blaze kind of go over and, like, grab one of the sails from one of the boats, like, off of the mast, and you see her just go, "Put it down! Don't steal their shit this time!" As they kind of fly down again, and he goes, "Whatever," and he kind of, like, lets it flutter down, and it goes into the water below. They're just flying around, doing the thing. Takes a moment before you see them glide. Amber comes down just, like, graceful. She's just like, perfect. Perfect landing. I do say so myself. And you see Blaze come out of nowhere as they do not do the best landing, but they do, like, the whole, like, running as they're trying to come down, and you see him, like, trip up a few times and then, like, skirt their body and then land on top of a box, like, arms crossed, like they meant to do it.
Okay.
And you see them, like, take off their gliders, put it over their shoulder, look back up to the lighthouse, and just start running towards it. They're gonna go again.
Like, like, "Hey, you fuckers, come here. I need to talk to you."
Roll a dex for me. Now, is Comet with you right now?
Did Comet come with me?
I don't know. Comet, did you go with?
The docks?
Yeah.
Out to the docks? Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 9. So.
Okay. All right. You don't catch up very quick. However, Comet, you can try to catch up if you would like. As your dex, I think, is faster.
I have a +2 and I still do bad. +4.
14.
Okay. So you get up and you grab what looks to be the female between the two twins, and she goes, "Oh, hey, let go! What do you think you're doing?"
And I just.
They know me. You can just say my name.
Rye needs you.
Hey, Rye! Nice to see ya! Haven't seen you in a long time. She kind of starts jogging over towards you. Blaze is over by the side, goes, "I'm going for another round!" And he, like, goes back up.
Stick the landing this time.
Fuck you! He goes back up. She kind of, like, puts her hands on her hips and goes, "So, what can I help you with?"
Rye's gonna, like, look around for any dock workers and try to, like, be a little quieter and go, "Me and my friends need some help getting over to Padonia tonight."
Oh, you need to get smuggled through someplace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wants to help?
Oh, easy peasy. I know a few people that we can probably get into contact with. Let me go talk to some of them. I do have 2 fisherman boats that are going to be going out towards that way. They can probably do a small, quick docking because of weather issues.
That would work.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So she's going to adjust her red jacket on her, and she's going to put her hair back up into kind of a braid that she has on. All right, stay right here. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
She scutters off.
Here. While you stay here, I'm going to go back and, like, go to, pick up, like, more, and the same ingredients that I picked up last time, the, like, vervain, and so I'm going to go to the apothecary.
Okay. Once you walk in, you see the old man again, but in the same shop, you see another small gnome girl. She kind of has purplish hair. She seems to be restocking some things slowly. Oh.
Excuse me?
Hello. How can we help you?
And I hand him I actually have a list this time, and I hand it to her. I just need these.
All right. I can see what I can do for you. One moment.
Oh, also, if you have cardamom, that'd be great.
You see her pause. Cardamom. Okay. And you see your dude at the counter, he's like, "Grandfather, they would like these, please. Thank you." And he kind of takes it and goes, all right. And you see him, like, crawl up, get the ingredients and everything again, and he's like, "Oh, that sounds good. All right. Okay." And he goes to it, and the little girl next to him, long ears, just hands folded. She's very special, small girl, and he's just like, like, almost like a weird, like, old gremlin weird man.
Comment on Alana?
Pretty much. They're gremlins. They're goblins.
No. I meant the small timid girl and then a goblin.
Yeah. Shut up.
No. I don't think I will.
He's slowly putting it together. What are all the ingredients so I know how much it is?
I needed wormwood.
Is it the same stuff as last time?
Yeah, but this time just with cardamom.
Okay. You see him, like, put it on the table and go, "Hey." She goes, "Your order is ready."
Thank you. How much do I owe you?
She kind of goes back to her working and starts to put stuff onto the shelf. Again.
Okay.
And he's just like...
Grandpa, please.
I don't know how much to put down, so I just like put another 2 gold pieces down because they're just really cute.
Yeah, so you see her kind of scutter to the other side and put something on the shelf.
No, she's too young. I can't enlist her.
Are you gonna leave? Or are you just gonna sit and watch these two, the old man snoring at the counter and the little tiny girl putting things away?
I'm gonna see if I can yeah, I'm gonna leave. I was gonna say I'm gonna see what else I can find in there, but yeah, I'll leave.
Okay, once you open the door and you hear the little ding ding bling, you hear the oh hey, I found 2 gold. Like same thing as before.
I'm doing business.
Common is fighting the urge to just like take everything he can find for his poisons.
But you see Chi-Chi turn around and thank you for shopping with us.
Whatever.
You're welcome.
Keisha on a forehead type of shit.
I leave. I go find Sonia and Garen.
Okay.
Rye's got his thing going on.
Somnia, where would you guys be at? In the local bar, in the inn? Where do you think you would have placed them?
Bar.
I don't know. I mean, Garen would be fine with the bar.
I know Garen would be insomnia. No. I don't know. Kind of probably just hanging out, waiting to see what the plan is. They're like, okay, we were asked to go.
Okay. So after a while, Amber gets back to you. Rye. She lets you know that there is a fisherman that is going to be leaving at about 1 in the morning to head out to fish. So they said that you could go on as quote-unquote extra crewman.
That's fine.
But she has also said the easiest way to have them need to dock quickly would to, of course, maybe boom fish instead.
Hold on, I had to put my iPad away because it was dying and my slides are on it.
You would know that's a Klee Fang thing.
Yeah, that's the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Child.
She likes blowing shit up.
He's so young, though.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna talk to her. I'll go ask if she can help. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll enlist a child. Fuck.
Why not? Easy enough to find her. She is currently off in the rocky areas of Mosley. You know, blowing shit up.
Of course.
So after a while, you start hearing a little... This fucking town, dude. This fucking town.
I'm so glad I chose this town. With this character.
Mm-hmm. It's fun for me. So Klee is 13. Small little baby child.
Small little baby child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say to her.
Probably just, Klee, I need a bomb.
Help me blow some shit up, kid?
So you're gonna walk over and you see these big, huge things. All right. Hang on. Let me post what Chi-Chi looks like, and then post what Klee looks like. Is this Klee? No, that is not Klee. This is Klee.
It's the one with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
That's Chi-Chi and that's Klee.
Look how cute.
Everybody in Tree is adorable, specifically in Mosley. Yes, I'm biased.
Yes. So you go over and you see, oh, if I put this here, it's gonna be a good explosion. So then maybe I can get more materials. Oh, I can definitely get more materials if I do that. Good. All right. Let's see. If I put this over here, I can definitely. Oh, yeah. I can definitely do. Oh. Hello.
Hi.
You are tall, and you are also red. I like red. And you see red on my outfit? My red on my outfit's really nice, but I think my red on my outfit is a little bit less fantastic than yours. Yours is a little bit better.
Thank you. She's wonderful. Do you remember me?
Horns. Right! You're not the other one. The other one's a lot more mean. The other one likes to beat shit up, and he doesn't like buying anything from me. He doesn't like my fish. He says that my fish blow up too much, but that's what they're supposed to do.
He's a little bit of an ass. So I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah.
I need a bomb.
Well, you came to the specialist of the area, obviously. Fang. What's the word? Explosion person? I don't know. Mom keeps trying to tell me what I'm supposed to be called, but I don't even remember what I'm supposed to be called. Oh, well, but yes, I can make things go Okay? Okay, what kind? Do you want like a small little or do you want a
I need one that will get a boat to dock early, but not destroy the boat.
Oh, so you probably want to put it probably on the very front, you know, where they have like the little mermaids on front, that kind of thing. I can add one onto her boobs, and I can have it explode at a certain time.
Okay, I was thinking more of just like I forgot the word for the like exploding the fish thing.
Boomfish? I can definitely make you a boomfish. Boomfish is always fun, because then you can actually throw it next to the boat, and it can actually kill some fish. So that way you can get some extra food on the side, and that may be really good for if you're going out on some of the fishing and shooting stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Perfect. Okay. I definitely got some stuff right here. You see her like take her backpack, whip it off of her back, and she like starts pulling like actual ingredients for like bombs and shit from her backpack. And you see her bring out like a small looking like hand sewn fish that like looks like a fish. She starts stuffing it with dynamite and like different ingredients. So is it shut?
This is where he grew up.
Alright, cool. But what are you gonna trade me for it?
What do I got?
Smells like napalm.
I just realized I have a bomb.
Do you really?
I have a small explosive. Rated the rep.
I'll take that explosive for this explosive.
That works for me.
Yes!
I'm gonna use it otherwise.
She's just kind of like looks at it instead and like hands it. Oh, this is Phelan made. You know, they make their explosives kind of shittily, but it's also kind of good because it gives you more shrapnel.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it?
Study it.
I'm not gonna take it away from you. You've given me something valuable, I've given you something. Just don't hurt anyone with it. At least no good people.
I don't hurt people of purpose. All right, bye. Runs off.
Bye.
She kind of runs up the, like, rocky kind of shoreline thing, and you're like, such a chaotic child. Everyone here is like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
These are the people you know.
they're the people I know, and explain so much about me.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna go to the bar now.
Okay. Kai is there.
Where you guys are. I'm going to talk to my informant. Fuck you. I have things to do to get us to the other side.
That's right.
What's his name? Kaya.
Kaya.
You can go talk to Kaya.
Alright. So you go over to Kaya. Hey, kid. What you doing?
Hey. Checking in.
Perfect. Wasn't able to find much on your dad still. But I was able to find some stuff on the people on the other side like you asked for.
Perfect. What'd you find?
Found out that they have a few people kind of moseying around in the Paydonia area in general. But my main thing is I just realized I made my thing go down. Please hold. Seems that they have a large group in Morecambe, but they do have a small signet in Stonegree. So I'm not quite sure which one you're going for, but seems that both of them are connected to the, well, the worst side of it.
Me writing down notes as fast as I can. I do not have either of the places that Blue gave us listed, so...
Morecambe, M-O-R-K-A-M,
Okay.
and then Stonegree.
You know how to spell stone? Is Gree just G-R-E-E? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, those are literally the two places that Blue said.
Cool.
Once you get over there, try to get in contact with my contact. Her name is Mona.
Mona?
Mm-hmm.
What, can you give me a physical description so it's easier for me to find her?
She'll be over by the lighthouse area. She is actually known over there to be a surveyor of the stars.
Okay.
She has pigtails normally, black hair, big hat. She really likes that big hat. I don't really know why.
Everyone's got something. You've got your cigarette, I've got my obnoxious loots.
Fair. Question, is Somnia and Garen in the bar, or where'd you decide to be, Somnia?
I have no idea because I don't know the area. Like, I don't know this place,
Okay.
so I don't know where
I
we
don't
are.
know. Do you think you guys would have just gone around with them? So you would have, like, witnessed all this, or are you just, like, waiting patiently?
Probably.
Okay.
They're literally just like...
I need... So I'm gonna say, like, once Rye and Comet come back from Klee and, like, head for the bar, you guys kind of bump into each other and you kind of follow through. I need Somnia to roll in Insight on Garen, please.
I think that's a dirty 20, but let me double check. Yeah, dirty 20.
Garen is eyeing down Kaya in a very dark manner.
He's jealous. Someone's coming for his brand of sexy bitch. And for once, it's not right.
Wait, are they next to them or are they further away?
In my brain, like, they probably, like, grabbed a table a little bit far away while Rye went to go talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems a lot smarter than Rye
Is Comet with us?
criminal informant with
Hmm?
bitches.
Is Comet with us?
Comet, are you with? Yes. Okay.
I'm with Somnia and Garen. I'm not with Fry.
Okay, then. Somnia is not going to say anything. Yet.
But yeah, if you talk to Mona, she can get you set up right away.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anything I can do for you to pay you back?
Just... You owe me a favor for later.
Always do.
Bye, kid.
Bye. He's gonna walk over to his people. Okay, so I've got a boat, a bomb, and some information about the people on the other side. It's about as much as I can get while we're here.
A bomb?
A bomb.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna ask. No,
It's technically in the shape of a fish.
A fish bomb.
Fish bomb.
Again, not gonna ask. And like, I pull out my notebook that connects to Alana.
Mm-hmm.
You, XOXO.
Are you gonna read her little note she sent you?
Yes.
It says, "Don't leave without kisses and hugs. I love you. Be safe."
Oh. Right back. Love you too. XOXO. And then I draw a little picture of a heart and kisses.
Okay. These siblings. Garen just kind of nods at both of you. It's still kind of weird seeing this Garen, compared to the Garen you guys are used to. It's weird. So then we just, wait then.
Yep, fisherman boat should be leaving at about 1 a.m., so we've just got time to kill, basically. We can
Alright.
always go, hang out at my mom's house. It's a safe place.
Might be a good place.
Great food.
What time is it?
It would be, I'd say, because you guys are technically supposed to go back to have a feast with your mom for dinner at like 6-ish. But I'd say right now it's probably 2-3 o'clock. So just after everyone went, "This is Garen, what the fuck?"
Okay.
Yeah, where all my folders are. Wrong thing. I'm going to look for my map of Mossley.
Oh. Why don't you just pull it up on here?
I'm lazy.
I think Comet's just gonna...
You guys just gonna kind of laze around, maybe go back to the tower, hang out with your sister.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna go back and like hang out with his sister for a little bit.
Okay.
I have to bully you, I'm sorry. Raya's definitely going to see.
Your mom is going to use a 6th level spell. She is basically making you guys Hero's Feast when you guys have your food with her. So for... The feast takes to about 1 hour to consume. But you guys, for 24 hours, you're going to be cured of all diseases and poison. You're going to become immune to poison, being frightened, and make all wisdom saving throws with advantage for 24 hours, starting right after you guys eat it. You guys also will regain. You'll also have So you guys will also have extra hit points, basically. So I need each of you guys to roll 2d10s, and you guys can add that basically to your health.
These are not d10s. D10s.
7 and 2, so 9.
You add the amount of the two together.
Yeah, so you roll the 2d10s,
Okay.
and then you roll... Yeah, you add it.
17.
Now, there's no way to, like, add that just for the 24 hours, right?
So there is a way... Hang on, let me do it. Where's Garen? There it is. So it's temporary hit dice is basically what it is. So you click on the temp section of your guys' thing, and you add that in.
Where's that?
Oh. Y'all have to see mine.
Where's the temp?
Wow. 20. Cool.
Chelsea?
Sorry?
Where's temp?
So look at your hit points.
What? Where?
So look on
Yeah.
your D&D Beyond on your sheet. Look at where it says hit points.
Okay.
There's
Yeah,
an
I
area
have
that
it
says
open.
temp.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just type it in. Yeah, Luna.
Yeah. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah, see?
Damn.
I have 74 health
I
points.
have 39.
I have 74
Well,
points of health.
Wait.
after
After-
the temporary
After
points.
this, with the temp.
So
Mhm.
it's-
I have to math.
57 right now.
Yeah.
Like, without the temp, I have 57 health points.
Yeah, you're 74, so I have 39 plus 9, so I have 48, which is less than your normal. Which is great and cool and fun, and I
That's
love
because you're squishy.
it. Yeah. He's squishy, but he's hot, so that's all that matters.
Garen has naturally 71 plus the 20s. So 91 hit points right now.
Beef.
Damn.
Beef man.
Mm-hmm.
Domnia's got 64.
Hey. All right. So
what I'm guessing is Rye just stands in the back and everyone else does the taking the hits. Because Rye is the
For the next 24 hours? Yeah.
Well, Rye's gonna have to stand in the
squishy
middle.
Anyway, what? Didn't
Rye's
do.
so Rye's got to stand in the middle, which means harder to attack. Someone in front, someone behind, someone on
mhm.
the side, blocking all sides. Stand in the middle.
Okay.
Logic.
So we're gonna do some fast forward
Battle
junk
logic.
as we do. You guys have the feast. You say goodbye to Nettie. She basically tells you to come back, and if not, she has your will on hand. You asshole. Like,
Necromancer, find my body, bring me back.
you know, there's a local mercer. We can figure that out.
They let Chi-Chi stay, it's fine.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, they let Chi-Chi stay, it's fine.
Yeah, no, the whole crew is fine.
Okay.
No, we don't have to unpack all that.
No time to unpack that. No. So you guys are able to go down to the dockside. Amber is there, along with her brother, who is like actively trying to get some weird gook off of his body. Looks like they were in a place they probably weren't supposed to be in. And she kind of lets you guys meet the fisherman. His name is George. He's doesn't give a shit. He's just like, all right. And he kind of lets you guys on board. Easy enough. All right. You guys are on the boat, and it seems it's going to be going for a little while. George allows you guys to take a rest if you want to take a rest on the boat. He's going to wake you up and let you guys know when you guys are close, and that you guys hopefully can just, go over the side and swim. That's what he's hoping. He doesn't know your plan. Because he doesn't want to get close to the dock if he doesn't have to.
Can we all swim? Is that like a
we
valid option? Can I save the bomb for later?
I mean, you might be able to. You're not quite sure. You guys have never had to swim other than Somnia a few times because she's not best around water.
I have a feeling that Rai can swim.
Hey, that was just the dice, though. Okay, that was just the dice. Isn't that a Constitution, Chelsea?
Constitution, yeah.
Is that? Yeah. See, she's got okay Constitution. It's just the dice suck that I was using. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Omnia gave her headband?
Headpiece back?
Yes, she would have gotten it by now.
Okay. I wanted to double check.
Yeah. She would have basically, it would have just like appeared in front of her with a little attached to like a little blue butterfly, and once she grabbed it, the butterfly would have disappeared. It's like a little messenger bird, but it's a butterfly.
That's so great.
I want to gather the three of them and just be like, all right, you guys sit down with me for an hour so I can learn a spell.
Okay.
And I want to do my spirit session ritual and do the 1 hour learning of the vampiric touch.
Okay, sounds good.
So now
Okay. Well. So we're just on the boat right now?
Yeah, you're just on the boat right now. If you want to speak to Garen, you can.
Okay. I was gonna say I want to talk to Garen.
It's weird because his voice isn't as deep as it normally is, so it's a little weird for you. You're like, everything changed. What the fuck?
It's probably the weirdest for her because she's the one who's seen him the longest. So she's like, you can do this, but like, this is weird.
But his mannerisms are still slightly the same. So yeah. He kind of like looks at you as you show up and goes, Mistress.
Earlier, when we were in that bar, you were eyeing that man.
He's gonna do a perception. It's 23. So he knows that everyone's is just you. He kind of leans forward and goes, that bartender, he's like me. Older, though. I haven't seen one of my own kind in a very long time.
Is that good or bad?
Depends. If he's broken, or if he's unchained. Considering how lax everyone was around him, I'm assuming he is probably chained to someone there. But still unnerves me. I could smell the death on him.
Does that mean we could potentially be in trouble for asking for help or him knowing where we are or what we're doing?
No, I don't think so. No. He seems to have made himself his own life. Not all of us are rabid. As you, obviously. I only know of 4. He makes 5.
Is it, well, I mean, Should we tell them or just not
I would
say
leave
anything?
it. No, I would leave it alone. If people knew what he was, what I was, you have to remember we were hunted down and killed.
All right.
So, I guess we have to be more aware. You've met 3 now.
Yeah. I need to talk to Comet. Not about this, about earlier.
Earlier? In what way? For what?
I mean, Alana wasn't wrong. I was probably more harsh than I should have been.
If you feel it's necessary, I still think this is an idiotic thing to do.
I know. But regardless, this man is important to him, and you can't exactly ask someone to change someone else's importance to them.
I guess it's harder for me to understand that.
So.
I'll be here.
Okay. She's gonna go to Comet now.
Okay. So you guys are on the high seas. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, ocean waves happening around you. You guys are doing stuff.
Sorry. Comet, like, brought an extra book with him, and he's, like, starting to write about his travels for Alana. Specifically just for Alana, and he's got, like, doodles in it and shit. This is one of the doodles, by the way. It's Garen. He's terrible at drawing.
I love it. I love it. So good. So good.
Garrett. Okay. Anyways, that's what he's doing right now.
Okay. Well, Somnia is gonna kind of go up to Comet a little awkwardly and just kind of like sit across from him. Comet.
Yeah.
I wanted to, I guess, I wanted to apologize for earlier.
Thank you. You really don't have to. No, I know.
I know. What was that? Sorry, it didn't pick you up.
Nothing. It was nothing. Comet's just like trying not to get mad. He doesn't want to think about earlier.
I'm not trying to make it seem as if this isn't important, because I know it is. And I know he is important to you for some reason. I don't know why. But I can't tell you to not be concerned for someone if they are important to you. And I don't think it was very fair for me to only give my side of it. I am just concerned and afraid, and I was maybe being a little bit selfish, and I don't think that was fair.
Everybody has the right to be selfish, even in the worst of situations. I've been selfish myself. That's why, I said I would go by myself, even if it was just to get information. I didn't want all of you guys to get hurt. That's why I said we shouldn't tell anybody else in our group, because I don't want them at risk either. I know I can be rash and hard-headed. This may have been a rash decision, but if we can figure out, we can get the information that we need, I think we'd be able to better have a plan. I don't want him living half-life while he's chained. It's not even fair. It's either he dies or we save him. Because if they do keep him alive, they're going to keep him alive just barely. That's not something that is right. I made a promise to him, and even though I kept my promise, it still got broken because of the situation he is in now. That's not fair.
Do you mind if I ask what the promise was?
I don't mind. I made the promise to get him out of the country, to get him out of Phelan, because his family life sucks, probably really bad, and he doesn't, from what I can tell, he doesn't like being royal. So I promised him if he helped me find my sister, I would get him out of the country. I'd get him out of that life of royalty.
This goes back to I can't say you're wrong for feeling that way. Because I know, I can see how much he means to you. And I know that's why you want to help him. But I also, the way I was pointing things out, it wasn't because I didn't want to help or because I was trying to be difficult. I was just trying to make sure that we can succeed in helping him. My concern comes from the fact that it seemed like we were running to things with no plan, with little to no knowledge on any of this, and that is why I was concerned, and I wasn't trying to make it seem as if I wanted him to stay there. Of course I don't want that. The last thing I want is for people like him to suffer.
Like I said, I tend to do things very sometimes without thought, and as I go into these things, I think of a plan. But I think this is a situation where you're right. We need a plan. I think just going there and figuring out where he is, who has him exactly, how we can get him out is the best thing we can do right now. Even if that means we have to bring everybody else back with us. I think my biggest fear was that we weren't going to do this, and that meant we'd be further away from Padonia than we are now.
And my concern on the selfish side is that I need to be as far away from Padonia for now as possible, and maybe that's partially why I was so hesitant.
Can I ask why you need to be far away from there?
It was my home, or is maybe. But there are people who don't want me there.
Are they trying to hurt you? Really, are they trying to kill you?
It's hard to talk about.
If you ever need to talk about it or want to, I'll listen.
That's another thing is, I think a part of me does want to talk about it, but I don't know if I ever can.
That's understandable. There are things I don't like to talk about or can talk about.
I have lived a lot of my life without people knowing about me. And I'm afraid the moment I start talking about things, or the moment I return, then that won't be the case.
Is it fear that is keeping you from talking about yourself and opening it up?
Part of it maybe, but also I've grown up being told that it has to stay quiet.
know. Don't know about Rye, but I know I can keep things quiet if you ever need to talk about it. Barely know Rye.
It's fine. I'm offended on my own.
I told you last time that it's not necessarily because I can't trust you. I do trust you. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I would have left the group.
Yeah. And I think if you're afraid that we're not gonna like who you are when you open up, I'm gonna tell you now, that's not something to worry about. We've all done, I'm sure we've all done something terrible or have terrible pasts. I mean, I kill people for a living.
It's not about what I've done. It's who I am. And that's the most I'm saying for now.
That's fair. I, when you are ready, we'll be here. Comet like puts his pen down and then he turns the book around and he's like, "Do you like my drawing of Garen?"
It's just like send a good picture of that to the chat.
I am.
Send it to the
Somnia's gonna.
Give Emma no context.
No, I'm not gonna give anybody else context.
I mean, everybody else is here except for
Somnia's
doing something else.
gonna look down at it and be like, think it suits him.
But when I call him a himbo, I'm wrong.
Cool. I don't know what it is about him, but he intimidates me so much.
You're lucky Rye's not there right now. He'd be roasting your ass.
He intimidates a lot of people, that's the whole point.
Makes sense. Big, he's scary.
Yeah.
Oh, and so that I when we were in Noel's shop, I got some things I was going to use on this little trip, but I didn't bring them. I promised Alana I wouldn't do anything with them. One of them has 2 doses. I'm giving you one. After I use it, I'm giving you it. It's a poison.
The poison. What
It's
what do I need with a poison?
Last an exit strategy if you're in a terrible situation or if you have an enemy whoever's out to get you, you could use it on them. I know you're gonna say, I have Garen. Big scary mean man. But sometimes it's better to have something for protection for yourself. Even though you have Garen. You might find yourself alone sometime.
Hope not. Because if that's the case,
It would be really terrible, I'm assuming.
yeah.
Let's hope that never happens.
Okay.
I guess.
So as you guys keep going across the way, you all watch as a little bit of the sunrise breaks the horizon. Ever so slightly. But you know that if you're gonna throw a bomb, now's the time. Or you can try to swim across.
Do we want
Can I... What check would it be to see if I can figure out if the 4 of us can make it to shore?
Roll a perception, and then roll an intelligence.
Uh, 10 and 14.
Okay. You guys could probably make it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bomb.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself.
We can always get more of those.
Oh yeah, Klee would be happy to give you bombs.
Probably give her one of my 1,000,005 daggers and she could turn it into a bomb.
You should give me some of your
I mean, she could do something with it.
I have too many weapons that I don't use, so...
Just start giving more.
Just fucking
Anyways.
yard sale. Here's 8 daggers and a great axe.
So yeah, we're
I'm going to
So you're gonna go off to the side of the ship, let it go, and walk away and let it... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and be as slick as I can.
Okay. Do sleight of hand for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could give it to Comet and have him do it because his sleight of hand is better.
You could.
Would you like me to do it?
Yes, actually. My sleight of hand's only +5.
Oh yeah, mine's sleight of hands.
Well, hold on. I have... Technically, there's a +8.
Mine's a plus
Yours...
10.
Yeah, no, you do it. Let's do that. I don't know what that means for you.
That's just my proficiency. What I'm proficient in.
No, that's proficiency. That's expertise.
Oh yes, I am.
I don't know what expertise means.
I am an expert.
I'm gonna need you to roll that in the box and not have it cock on your laptop.
Yeah. Wait.
Do the purple one.
This one?
No! Purple.
This one?
Yeah. Or the pink one that always rolls really good.
We'll do the pink one. Sorry, guys. No, that's the purple. That's the... It's 16.
Okay. So you go over. Throw it over. And you back up. I need you both to roll an intelligence for me.
$13.
Cool.
11, I believe.
Okay. Comet, you would know through your work and such things. You can't be within 5 feet of a bomb without it possibly giving you harm. This boat is very small. I need all of you to make a dex save for me, including Somnia.
Fuck!
Could have swam!
Dex save?
Save. Yeah, Garen's fine.
15.
Let's see how this fisherman does. Oh, he's fine too.
Well, I I'm so sorry, fisherman guy.
17.
Okay, what did Somnia get? What did Somnia get?
Wanna put it in the
Somnia
chat?
got 8.
Yep, okay.
See, I'm not worried about Comet and Garen getting to the other side. I'm worried about Somnia. Because Somnia does not...
So, Garen, at this point... Oh, that's a natural 20. Okay. You guys hear from the other side of the boat go, did you all just... Oh my god. And Somnia is, like, close to where you kind of went, whoop. You see Garen run over, grab Somnia, and, like, almost chuck her on the other side of the boat. I need you to make a dex for me again, Somnia, to try to right yourself from him basically pushing you. Yes.
It was his idea.
Oh, fucking...
It was Chelsea's idea.
No, I just look at Garen and I go, it was his idea, and I point to Rye.
He was there when I got the bomb.
Oh, was it?
No, he wasn't.
None of us were.
Nope.
Well, I told you guys I had a bomb.
You didn't do very well, did you? Okay. So, Garen shoves Somnia as hard as he can to get her out of the way. Somnia, you trip on the boat and fall head first into the mechanic that, like, gets the fish up and down. And you just slide right into all the fish that this man has caught during your guys' kind of go-to. And you literally get up slowly. And you see Garen just kind of like going like this a little bit. He definitely got whatever damage he got. But your guys' boat is now on fire. Because it's a boat. And you guys blew up a small hole, and it's also taking water. So.
It was his idea.
Are there any dinghies that we can take?
Rye is a tiefling, and they have something that I believe can control flame, right? Isn't that right?
I don't know if I can control flame.
But you could, like, slowly make it go down, couldn't you, with thermatology?
Of course you can.
I don't fucking know.
But also, you're an air genasi, too, so... But Garen's just gonna get some buckets in the water and literally just start.
I don't know what I can do as an air genasi, but...
I have...
I'm gonna attempt
and I will
to
read
that.
you my racial traits. I have dark vision. I have hellish resistance, which is resistance to fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
I know the thaumaturgy cantrip. That is it. I have no... I can just, like, go into the fire and start patting it, I guess.
I mean, you gotta do what you got. You guys are taking on water from the hole, and the wood of the ship is now on fire.
You know, I really wish I had mending. I thought about getting mending. Didn't do it. Should have thought about it. Harder.
And your fisherman dude, George, is, like, cussing up a storm as he's trying to help Garen put out the fire with the water that is going into the boat at this point. And so he's trying to...
I'm sorry.
I love giving people bad ideas, and then they actually do them.
You should know this by now.
Red herrings are great.
No, think for a second about my character and why it is logical that he would do this.
It is very logical. But should discuss it first.
He jumped at the opportunity to burn a building down. He's friends with the child who makes the bomb. It tracks.
It does.
Yeah.
So Comet's gonna, like, go try and help put the fire out and be like, do you have any tools? You can patch up the hole.
George is literally pointing you across the way where there's like a small tool kit and it's literally like a few nails and a hammer and like one saw.
Do I see any like extra like wood or anything? I can okay.
No,
Fuck.
no, but Garrett and him are trying to put out the flames. It takes them a while, but they finally get them out, but you guys are still taking on water.
I can't help with that.
No. I can't either because I am not a water genasi.
Now, it's not like a gushing flow, it's like a little bit. If you guys take a little bit of time to like find something to stuff the hole, you might have enough time to get to port.
I'm gonna
I have an idea.
Can I use one of your loots?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Take one of my loots.
So
apart.
I take one of his.
No, you're not. No, you don't even get the chance. He's already just like. Sorry. I'm so
I take
sorry.
it.
Okay.
And I've got the tool.
The hole will take at least 2 to 3 loots. But even then, there's still going to be crevices for the water to get through.
Hold on, let me look at. Let me unlock my phone. Sometimes it decides that I don't have fingers. So.
Chaos.
A bedroll could work to like fill stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a few with your loots. Yeah, that would work. With the 2 bedrolls that you have and your 3 loots to cover the spaces, you could try. It's gonna be really makeshift. I need you to roll a sleight of hand if you're gonna do that.
Who, me?
Whoever's stuffing it. Whoever's trying to battle the water that's coming through. I'll allow this makeshift weird fucking thing.
That is a 22, baby.
So you are sitting there. Comet, this is now your job. You're gonna keep stuffing this bedroll in all these crevices. When the water keeps trying to come out, you're gonna stuff it back in until you guys get to port. This is your job. This is how you guys are gonna survive, is Comet right here with these loots and these bedrolls.
Ryan's gonna like go up to George and just like give him the 10 gold he has. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is all the gold I have.
Apparently, this is what I get for agreeing with Amber. Damn
Honestly,
it.
you should've known that.
Well,
Anyone who's friends with her.
I owed her one. I'm now regretting it. Great. You see him kind of go back and he's adjusting the sails and everything. Garen's going to assist him in doing so. However, you guys do get to port. You do slowly get to Stonegree Port. Congratulations. You are
It's so
here.
tiny.
It's a very small port, but you guys can see there's a roadway that takes you into a larger looking city in the distance.
Thanks, Kai. That's
do
one of the places.
So this is a location. Mona is supposed to be here in the lighthouse, quote unquote, watchtower that is here.
I was gonna say, since it is almost 3:30 for us, do we want to call it here or keep going?
We can call it here.
To you, Duck.
Put that on me.
Because I'm fine with going, and I'm pretty sure Tasha is fine with going too.
We can keep going.
Okay. All right. We are gonna keep going then.
Let's go for 1 more hour and then we'll call it. Okay.
I only asked because Duck's on a sleep schedule now, so.
Yeah.
It's on whatever my body wants to be.
Yeah. Well, I also need to take this off.
Yeah.
So.
It's like, so.
Yeah, it's like midnight now, and so my skin's getting that like grossness. All right, so welcome to Stonegree Port. You guys get to port, and immediately there's people that are like, what happened? What the fuck? What the hell? Like that, like all coming to like talk to George, who's like, we ran into some trouble.
It's me. I'm the trouble.
He just nods and like points at Rye, and Rye's like just dipping out. So are you guys going straight to the watchtower, or what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go talk to Mona.
Okay.
Can I see if there's a pub or like a bar, something?
Mm-hmm. You are able to find an inn, which has a bar inside it, which is right here. However, there is also a kind of shadier looking bar kind of back here.
Okay, I'm going to go to the shadier looking one.
Okay. There is no name to this bar. It literally just has the bar sign. It just says the bar. Like in really crude, like handwriting, like someone definitely tried with like a dagger to make this sign that says the bar.
Can I tell if this is where like the shadier, like...
You get a sense this is probably just from like the outside alone and like kind of peeking in. You're seeing like some sailors, possibly some pirates. You're like, you see some motherfuckers in here. You do see at the bar table thing is a large half orc who is currently wiping down some glasses, puts it off to the side. They have some dreadlocks that are really, really long, black hair. They have the ox piercing in.
Okay.
I forgot the name of it. Fight me. That's what it is. Oh my god. I was like, what's the thing? The thing here. Oh yeah. I'm like, I don't know.
I like how you called it the ox piercing because that's what all like the boomers and shit call it nowadays.
I couldn't think of this fucking word. I was like, thing.
Like,
this one.
Yeah.
I normally know it.
Comet is just gonna kind of like go sit at the bar and listen to conversation.
What languages do you know?
Primordial, Common, and... Just can't.
You have no idea what the fuck they're saying. They're all talking to each other and something else.
Damn it. Okay.
So the bartender is talking to a dwarvish man next to you, and they're chatting. They kind of look up, and he kind of goes, what kind of drinks do you want?
Have any kind of cider?
Cider. He asks for cider. Ha! I'll show you some cider. He slides you a unknown drink.
Can I tell what it is?
It is clear. It is vodka.
Damn, you always have the fun. I'm just gonna like sip at it.
It's very strong.
I try to like not like listen to what the bartender is saying, but like other people.
Yeah. Roll a perception for me as you are trying to listen in on other conversations. Rye, you are headed to try and find Mona, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get to the watchtower, you gotta knock, knock, knock.
13.
Okay. So knock, knock, knock. You listen. You listen. You listen. You don't hear anyone. Knock, 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 knock. And at one point you finally hear it. The door kind of slowly open and you see this tiny little goblin go, "The missus is asleep. Can I help you?"
Yeah, would the missus by chance be Mona?
Yes, the Mistress Mona, she does work here. However, she just went to sleep after surveying the stars, so she will not be available until about, I'd say, 3 o'clock.
In the afternoon?
In the afternoon, yes, sir.
Okay. There's no chance that she would wake for emergency. A friend of what is his name? Kaya.
Oh, you're with Master Kaya. 1 second. Let me see if she is willing. One moment.
Takes a little while. You're like waiting there for like 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
Starts doing the cockney joke.
15 minutes. And you get to the point where you're like, okay. Before the door opens and the little goblin guy's there, he's like,
the mistress will see you. She just had to get ready. Come right on in. Friend of Master Kaya.
Okay, and he'll go in.
Okay. He leads you to a small sitting room. There is fresh brewed tea. There's some beautiful little, like, cookies and cakes. All of them are in star shapes. And there is definitely, like, a galaxy theme to the room that you are in as well. There's, like, little, like, hanging stars from the very top that are, like, made out of paper. Like, someone, like, sat and, like, made those little paper stars and, like, strung them up and, like, put them all over the place. You're like, this chick really likes stars. Okay. Okay. Nice. And after a while, you watch as this girl in a very, like, long black dress, pigtails, she has star earrings, she comes over and is like, oh, well, hello. It's very nice to meet you. My name's Mona, and you are?
Hi, I'm Rai, and he reaches out and, like,
Excellent. Rai, and you are an associate of Kaya, correct?
Yes, I actually grew up in the town where he currently works.
Oh, excellent. What can I assist you with? I know that he sent me a raven yesterday.
Yeah, when he told me to come see you. So me and a couple of my associates are here on a type of rescue mission for our friend, and we were looking into information on the Black Banners and who they are, where they're located here, and who they're associated with.
Well, I don't know exactly their headquarters here, as they do try to keep it very hush-hush, but I do know some bars and other places that some of them do frequent, if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
So one of them is a bar called the Fanged Blitz. That one's going to be in Stonegree. The other one is called the Dandelion. That's going to be in Morecambe.
Are there any other places where they frequent?
Those are going to be the most popular and most frequent that you're going to be able to find these people. Anywhere else you probably want to avoid, as they're probably on some kind of job. However, if you are looking to try to speak to someone who supplies them with weaponry, I do have that contact. They are in Morecambe as well.
Yeah, could you, if you could, I would really appreciate it.
His name is Duval.
How do you spell that?
Davall. He often runs the Dandelion Bar. You can't miss him.
Okay, so he runs the Dandelion?
Mm-hmm. But he does have a smaller underground kind of shop as well. If you're looking for something that's not necessarily legal, he's the one to go through. If you are looking specifically, ask for The Donna. The Donna wine.
Okay.
They'll know what you're asking for.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything else I should know that would be helpful?
Well, can I ask, if you don't mind, specifics of what you're looking into? Maybe I can look a little bit more specifically myself.
I can't go too far into detail without risking me and my friends, but someone that we know was captured by them, and we are just looking to free him.
I see. It's going to be very, very hard, especially trying to get it from the Black Banner. They, in general, if you walk in there and they don't know who you are going to be killed on sight.
Yeah, we've kind of taken that into account.
I suggest if anyone can change their appearance to match someone, maybe drug them up first, take their face, then go in.
I don't know if any of us have that ability. I would definitely keep that in mind.
Also, one more thing. If you see a goblin that goes by Riki, stay away from them. They're gonna probably be the biggest whistleblower you'll find. They do have an ability that can see past facades.
Wonderful. Okay. All?
That's all I was able to gather in that short span.
Okay. Well, thank you for everything.
Of course.
And thank you for being to me this late. I know you've just gone to bed.
Yeah, I do spend the time looking at the stars most of the night, and then I forget that normal people don't stay up that late. Oh well.
Can't blame you. They're quite pretty.
Well, you know, insomnia. Alright, you have a good day. If you need anything else, just let me know, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course. And she kind of like lets you go out. Her little goblin dude
Lets you out. Here you go. Hi. the mistress?
Somnia and Garen. Somnia, where did you head to? Did you just follow Comet?
At this point, she's probably pretty on edge, so she's probably following. She's honestly where probably needs Garen to kind of decide where she goes, and she's gonna follow Garen.
Okay, if that's the case, he's gonna be going with Comet, but he's staying at a table in the corner serving people, not necessarily talking, like, well, trying to overhear people, kind of like Comet is. His focus is making sure people are not paying mind to the both of you.
Yeah.
So you guys are... Yes. So she has a short bobbed hair. She's a drow, so darker skin tone.
Probably not wearing it as a headpiece. She's probably wearing it as a necklace, just so that it's not like.
Even when it's on you, it disappears. Like, it's gone. So you could have it on your head. Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically a mask. So if someone were to reach through, they could feel that you have long hair.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. It just hides everything.
Hologram.
Basically, that's what it is.
I rolled a 13 for perception, by the way.
Yes, I saw that. Trying to look around, listen. You're not coming up with much. A lot of these people are speaking another language that you're not keen to. Somnia, what languages do you know?
Well, I have here, I don't know if we ever fully discussed, because of where she's from, what she would fully know. But I have only Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Sylvan on there.
Okay.
But
even you would not know the language that they are speaking here right now. It seems that it's a certain language. Both of you guys are able to make intelligence if you would like, to try and discern what kind of language it is.
Uh, 13.
Okay.
My rolls are shit tonight, guys.
Oh, sorry. It's a 4.
Oh,
me.
okay.
So I'm
You are like, you both are just like, I don't know. Garen seems to be listening. Nodding. Somni, you know that Garen knows Dwarvish, Goblin, and Infernal. So he seems to be able to discern what's being said in certain areas. And he is listening. Looks at both of you and kind of shakes his head. Kind of giving you the signal of no lead here.
Okay. I'm gonna put down money for the drink, leave it untouched, basically untouched, and like kind of motion to Somnia and Garen, like I'm headed out.
Okay. Garen's gonna wait 5 minutes after you leave, and then him and Somnia will go afterwards.
Guess, like, we should meet up with Rye, who's currently in the bathroom.
Yep.
And then, like, kind of, like, see what we can...
They were speaking Dwarvish if you're interested.
Who, the people in the bar?
Yes, most of them, if not all.
Well, that doesn't help me at all.
Well, thought you should know.
What do you want to be called while you're like this?
He looks at Somnia. I think Garen is fine. Or Ren, if you just wanted to shorten it. But in the long run, it is her decision.
Am I going by the same name?
If words aren't my friend right now, if you are somebody that they are looking for, I think you should go by a different name. Kind of like Iola does.
Well, to make it easier, we could just say Mia. Somnia.
I don't really care. That's fine. But...
He just shrugs. He's like, I don't know.
I'm not good with names, so that's okay.
So, Ren for me. Mia for you for now, I guess.
Mia, M-I-A or N-I-A?
Whatever. Whatever you want to say it.
Okay.
Karen, you're so helpful.
I know, right? We're looking for you, by the way. We came out of the bar. Found absolutely no information there.
Oh, okay, cool.
They were all speaking Dwarvish.
They were speaking languages we didn't know. So.
Do I know Dwarvish? I don't think so.
Garen does.
Nah,
one of the few that he does.
No, Ryan knows 2 languages.
Technically, I know 2, but I also know Thieves Can't, so.
Mm-hmm. Thieves Can't isn't really a language, it's more of a written thing, so.
I don't know why they
Like, you can't speak hieroglyphs.
that's why I'm like, I don't know why they
you could, but it'd be weird.
Put it in the language section. Anyways.
I don't know. I don't ask questions.
Usually it's a written language, it's not like a spoken one.
Yeah, I don't ask questions either. So we're gonna find Rye and go, hey, yo.
I assure you it will not be hard.
What'd you find out?
Well, I mean, you guys were looking. You guys kind of know where Rye was going, so.
No, I keep making that noise. So, Rye is going to tell them that he found out that there are 2 different bars that the Black Banner normally hang out in. The Fang Blitz, which is here in Stonegree where we are, and then the Dandelion, which is in Morecam. And we could get in contact with one of the Black Banner's weapon suppliers in Morecam if we went to the Dandelion. He runs it, his name is Duval, and we can get him to talk to us about his underground shop of illegal items by asking for the Donna wine. Okay. Also, watch out for a goblin named Riki. He's probably gonna snitch. Okay. Also, he has true sight. That's what Mona told me. Also, one more thing. If one of us can disguise ourselves as a Black Banner associate, we will have a much easier time getting in than if we try to go in as ourselves. Would we be able to use, like, our disguise kits as...
You could definitely try to duplicate that. However, if you have proficiency in it, you could definitely try. It's going to be a performance check.
I have a question. If true sight, can that see through invisibility?
Okay. Yeah, this goblin named Riki gonna fuck our shit up if we run into him. Because he gonna see through you, he gonna see through her, he gonna see through him, he gonna see through me.
I don't know if he would see through Garen necessarily, but
no, he wouldn't.
Okay, he gonna see through the rest of us. It doesn't matter.
I know.
3 out of 4 is still worse than 0 out of 4.
You're making it. Are we planning on going into the base?
No, this is just what I found out.
So I think what we need to do is go to the bar here. I don't want to risk going any further than we have to, because we're not rescuing him right now.
We don't have to go in. What? I have clairvoyance. We don't have to go in.
But
will I be able to understand it? That is the question.
But doesn't clairvoyance normally project a vision of some sort of globule of something like that? What if that Reiki person was there? They would know.
I think one of us should go in. And then be like, scope the place out. I don't want to go any further than this town right now, because we don't know if our friend is in this town or in Morecamp. And right now it's a very big risk having all of us here.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna get the information we need.
And by me.
I'ma go into.
So are you saying you don't want to go to any other?
I don't think Samir should go into any bars to scope.
That's why I said I'll go in.
You know, like 3 languages.
It depends on what they're speaking.
If I go in and I'm like, I can't understand this, we'll see. If
what languages does Garen know?
Common, Dwarvish, Goblin, and Infernal.
Okay, so Rye is absolutely no use because he knows Common and Infernal. Right? Garen knows both of the language he speaks.
And I know Primordial.
How many pubs and bars are you trying to send him into?
Probably just the 2. If we get to both.
The one here, the other one is in a completely different town.
Right.
Well, wait,
so-
is this the Fanged Blitz, the one that's in in the port, or is it actually in the town?
The Fanged Blitz is the one that's in Stonegray.
Alright, so in the town. Got it.
Oh, so we're not in town yet. Okay.
Yeah, you guys
So
are just in the port area.
I thought we were like in. I thought.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, we haven't.
Not
We
yet.
should, depending on how long it takes us, we should go to
Which-
Stone.
I mean, of course, I know we don't have a lot to go off of, but which city do you think he's in?
I personally have no way of knowing.
My would in my gut feeling is that he's in Stonegray because it's the closest to a port. He probably got caught at the port.
That doesn't mean they kept him here.
No, but you
Make
know,
an intelligence.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. 9.
You guys parted ways in Stody Village. He either got to a port to another port, or he went through the forest. You don't have a way of knowing. If you know which way he went, you might have a better idea of which location he might be in.
I was gonna say, Somnia, you have that sending spell, yeah?
Do.
With that, does he have to reply out loud? I don't know anything about magic, guys, so bear with me.
Is it? It is out loud. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Unfortunately, it does have to be out loud. It can't be thought. It can't be thought.
Thinked.
So,
Think.
Writing that down in my notes just so I can immortalize the fact that Somnia canonically just said
think.
it cannot be thinked.
Listen, do you know where she is? Do you know how scared she is right now? Okay,
Actually,
cut her a break.
Me, Duck does, but Rye does not. 'Cause she
I
won't tell me.
know.
So here's what I'm thinking. Somnia, because you know that spell, maybe we should use it not now because it's very early in the morning. They're probably giving him some kind of food or water. I think maybe midday, a little after like lunchtime, because I don't know jails. But they have to feed people. And
Not always.
You know
Yeah.
you're talking to a woman who was in jail, right?
no, I wasn't there for that.
You got me and Somnia out of the cages.
Comet was there. I wasn't.
That's true. I was in charge of Comet.
And I don't know. what you're talking about.
Somnia
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Rye
yeah.
were both rescued at the same time.
Yeah, which
Yes.
is
Yeah.
Okay.
which is why it was so weird, because it was like Elliot was bringing you on and you were their friend, but Elliot wasn't there, but you were, and it was like
So much. It was so awkward, and I was so anxious the entire time.
yeah.
I don't remember why I wasn't there. Probably.
But yes,
Anyway.
continue.
They may not feed him, but I get the feeling if they're trying, like you said, to keep
Oh,
him alive.
they'll feed him. They'll feed him, but it.
Might not be regularly.
In the message you can say, if not alone, don't reply.
Somnia, you would know that you would be able to hear if someone coughed on the other side. As like a word.
Could ask them to
Alright,
do a
so-
code.
He can cough, and I can hear it.
Okay, so
I do also. Did he tell you where he was going
he
when he left?
Yes.
Because he told me.
Personally,
It was in your
Elliot
letter.
Elliot doesn't remember.
Do you
but
not
Comet
have
does.
the
Morecambe.
letter saved
He was
somewhere?
going to Morecambe.
No, because it was
Yeah.
it wasn't written. It was a verbal.
Verbalist.
Yeah, Chelsea wrote it for me.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Most of this shit is verbal.
He was going to Morecambe.
Okay, he was okay. So if we find out through sending, it'll help us a little more.
What do you want me to find out?
What?
I don't know if he'll know where he is.
If he knows where he is alone to tell us verbally. If he can't, do that stupid, like, knock once for yes, knock twice for no, cough once for Stonegree, cough twice for Morecambe. Easy instructions.
3 times if you don't.
You cough 3 times if you don't know.
Cough 4 times if you want to fuck off and stop trying to contact you. Lou develops asthma.
I want your opinion. Do you think that's a smart idea?
I can contact him. I don't think there's a problem with contacting him, so long as he's able to reply. I do have a limited amount of words that I can say with each spell. And it does require a little bit of a higher attempt. Like, they don't have, like, levels. So, like, a higher
You can say
in order to
spell slot.
A spell slot.
Basically, it takes away some of your higher level spells.
So I'm limited on the amount that I can do there too, because I'm still learning. I can do 3 a day. However, if we do somehow run into some sort of trouble, I don't necessarily want to have nothing, if that makes sense.
Okay, so
but what do you want me to ask him specifically?
Give me a second.
How many words do you have? 25?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Can Somnia, like, she's on it. Can I, like, roll for perception or something just to make sure nobody's, like, listening as we're just all standing in the middle of this town, like, talking? 23.
23, you definitely see a little goblin heading towards you guys from the tower location. He's holding a little something in his hand. He's coming your guys' way.
It's not Ricky. It's my buddy.
Yeah, it's the old.
Somebody will point him out, though. She'll be like,
You said goblin?
Goblin.
He comes over and goes, friend of Master, Kaya, this is for you.
Rai's gonna take it. Thank you, friend. What is your name, by the way?
Oh, my name is Wyatt.
Thank you, Wyatt.
Yeah, of course. Go back.
So, I like Comet's Comet. I like Rye's idea of the coughing thing. It'll definitely help, especially if he's not alone. And so I would ask him, are you in Stonegree or Morecambe? Off once for Stonegree, twice for Morecambe. That is 16 words.
Yeah, 9 more words you can throw in there if you want to be like, BT dubs, this is Somnia, Garen, and Comet.
I think he's going to
As
know.
if he doesn't know your name. Not name, voice.
And then, hold on. 16.
And if he doesn't know?
We want to say don't do anything, if you would be like, cough thrice.
If you say don't do anything...
How will we know if he's gotten it?
Exactly.
Okay, look, I'm thinking here. I'm actually using
Are
my brain
are you
for
gonna read the little letter that he gave you?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
It basically says you shouldn't be walking about the port. Come back to the tower if you need some place quiet to talk.
Hold on. I'm gonna just usher them to the tower.
Okay. Wyatt's basically waiting for you. Like, his mistress told him to go get you. If they're idiots and talking out in the open, they need to get someplace quick. But he kind of like lets you goes on, and he goes,
Shh, the mistress is sleeping.
motions you in, takes you back to that little area. There's fresh tea and biscuits and everything along with it.
Sonia, you were going to say something before we were moved to a quieter place.
I was going to suggest perhaps, I mean, if coughing is the only way to communicate without words, I could always just ask if he knows where he is, because we didn't know where he was last time, so who's to say that he knows where he is now?
We didn't ask if he knew where he was.
I asked him where he was, and he said he gave us the two options.
That's right. Look.
That's how we know he's either in one or the other.
That's why we give him the option to say that he doesn't know.
Yeah, if we said...
And then we just have to fucking figure it out ourselves.
Yeah, that's usually how it is. I guess we should just say, we should ask him if he's in, which town he's in, cough once for Stonegree, twice for Morcan, and then 3 times for I don't know. I think that would be our best bet. And then if he doesn't know where he's at, we're going to have to do some investigating. And if, Somnia, if you don't want to go any further, then Stonegree. Rodney and I can go.
I'm not letting you go anywhere alone. I don't... If I'm here, I'm here. It doesn't matter where I am, but at the same time, I'm already here. And that's at risk, so...
Okay.
Alright, are we sending this message to Blue?
I guess.
Okay.
Somnia, it is up to Somnia if this is like what she thinks is right. Like, she doesn't have to.
She's her own woman.
This is not Somnia's mission.
It's not, but
it's not.
She sure is a part of it. Her opinion matters just as much.
She is.
I feel like Somnia's more dangerous than the rest of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I've already talked with Chelsea about Somnia's mindset with all of this. It's quite sad.
It is. It made me sad. Alright. Whoosh.
Okay. Are you in Stonegree? Cough once. Morecambe cough twice. Don't know cough 3 times. We want to help. If you're alone, you can reply.
Okay. So, you pause. You guys kind of lean in, trying to, like, you know, like, as if you could listen what's about to go into her head. And you don't hear a cough, Somnier, but you hear a very raspy voice as if it hasn't had water in a very long time. I don't know. But find Officer Celeste. They're the one in charge of the operation. They are like Comet.
He says he doesn't know. But to find Officer Celeste. They're in charge of the organization.
No. I recognize that name.
Celeste.
I don't.
You don't know the inner workings of this group for a good reason. There's only one person that may have this information, and they are not with you.
Yeah, we made that decision. We made that decision. For a good reason.
But we're not staying. It's fine. We can go back and ask questions. Fine.
I do have my notebook from that I can talk to Lana with. I could have her ask.
It's about
everybody
4 in the morning right now.
I mean, yeah, I'm like, not now. Not now. My dear sister is sleeping, but I can ask her around lunchtime.
Definitely could.
Book. The words in the book. Do you ever find out if they are traceable or erasable? They can be.
They are not erasable.
Do you really want to ask a question like that in a book that can carry that sort of information? I mean, if something happens, then...
If something happens, I'm burning the book.
You have 1 second.
What if you don't have that choice? What if you just get taken and they take everything from you?
You have 1 second to cross out words, but that doesn't mean that when it appears in the other book that they would have seen it.
You have to know that they're looking at it.
Yeah. Okay, so if I have to know if she's looking at it, what I can do is just send her an update. And then if she responds right away, I'll let her know, don't.
So that 1 second is like if you need to fix a spelling error or you wrote something that was wrong, that's what that's for. It's not to cover your tracks. That will not work. If you scratch it out, it's going to be scratched out for them because it takes about a minute or two for that message to arrive in the book.
If it's scratched out, like if I just draw a line through it, will she be able to see it? Or read it?
You don't know. You can definitely give it a try.
What languages does Alana know?
Alana knows a fair amount because she is a smart baby. She knows. She would know Primordial because that's something that you, of course, would also know. Where are you? Hey, there you are, my dear. She knows. Common, Primordial, and then she's also working on Elvish, Dwarvish, and she's also working on Goblin.
Okay. Cool.
priceless little fucking kid.
She's a genius. My sister's great. Is primordial like a common language that people know?
Genasies? Yeah. Air, like elementals? Sure. It just depends. You're not sure. Some people might know it, some people might not. Like,
Yeah. So we have two options here. You can use another sending, but I don't want you to use all your spell slots because we have a whole day ahead of us. Or I can write to Alana in a language I'm pretty sure only Genasis know. And that would be a risk, but it might be a little easier than you using a spell slot.
I'm alright using another spell slot. I just worry about the books. Too
Also,
easy to track.
I feel like also that name is a little common. So if we use the books, I know you're hesitant. People won't know who we're talking about.
Are you sure it's common? You put the word officer in front of it?
Yeah. Okay. You're right. It's really early, so we would have to wait.
Yeah.
To send it. I'm not gonna have her wake her up.
Well, yeah. So are we going to wait here for the night, or are we going to go somewhere to a different... Are we going to actually head to one of the cities?
I guess we could just go into Stonegree. What do you guys think?
I mean, I if that's the best way we can get information, I think that's the best thing for us to do.
Garen kind of...
Lingering in one place is a little bit too risky.
I think if we are able to go to Stonegree, at least, we can find maybe an inn or some sort to set up a base camp for now. Just so we at least have some place to go. Or something. We do have this tower that Rise Connection was able to connect us with, but our connections in Stonegree are not going to be as easy.
You might want to look in her tower for the...
I want to just snoop around, though. Where's Wyatt at?
You think you could probably just, like, ring a bell and he'll show up. There's, like, one off to the side.
I'm gonna do that.
Yes, how can I help you?
Wyatt, your mistress, Mona, wouldn't happen to have a teleportation circle in this tower, would she?
Oh, no. She can just do that herself.
God, she's so fucking cool. I'll be her when I grow up.
When she wakes up, you should ask her.
No, that is more older magic. You would see that in, like, capitals and things like that.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. We're not going there.
No, I don't think we are. Thank you, Wyatt.
Of course, if you need anything else, just let me know.
He's so cute. I love him so much. I want a goblin.
You have one.
Right. So I suppose that means we're heading to Stonegreen.
Yes.
Yes. How long does that take?
It's just gonna take you guys like maybe 15, 30 minutes. It's just a small walk.
Okay. So we walk.
Yep.
All right, so we are walking to... So you guys are gonna walk a walk, and I'm gonna change your map. Welcome to Stonegray. It's a bustling city. There are people all about. There is people going back and forth through the markets. There is a whole bunch of large buildings. There's some apartment complexes here for lower income locations. There's a lot of fucking places here.
Looks like Tetris.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
I need to suggest something to the two of you.
Ah.
Try not to just openly ask questions. I know we're trying to figure out information, but you don't exactly want to just say things. Regardless
Okay.
of who it is, you never know who people could be working for.
Noted.
Entirely true.
So you guys would be entering from this side entrance over here. So you guys are kind of going into the middle class of this area. You guys can kind of tell this is kind of mid-class. I forgot where I was for a second. This is kind of mid-class here. Lower class is up here. Then it goes to like mid-class again, and then it goes the higher class over here. Just in general.
Okay.
And then that middle area seems to be like the main markets, shops. They have an archives here. They have a temple here.
Weren't we looking for archives earlier?
Yeah, but you guys have, you have, Caster's library.
Master. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Caster's library is only public archives, though.
It is true. It is true.
I don't think I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just looking for an inn right now, just to find somewhere to stay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should find somewhere to stay. I'm getting sleepy.
I am also getting sleepy.
No, but Comet said that. Comet's like, I'm getting sleepy. I'd like to take a nap.
Yeah, because you guys did go like all night long across
Yeah.
the sea, so. So are you guys asking around for like a local inn?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys
I
are.
feel disguise kit. I feel like we should not be ourselves right now. Like,
Okay.
just, frankly.
So
as
like
Air Genasi and-
before you guys showed up. So like before you guys like show up into the city, you're gonna go off into the woods just a little bit and change yourself.
I'm definitely gonna put on those hideous royal clothes, though. I'm gonna put on some wintry royale.
I think Rye's gonna stick with the like bard thing he's got going on because he has like a bard's costume.
Mhm.
He's
Mia
just gonna be
has a
lot more
suggestion.
obnoxious. What is your suggestion, bitch?
I think we should all try to look as if we're the same class. We're going to be
Oh.
traveling next to each other. A royal would not necessarily be purposefully traveling with someone who looked like I do right now, which is a lower class.
Rye's just gonna like look Sonya up and down, raise his eyebrows. Just gonna okay, yeah.
Yeah. So right now, Somnia is wearing like middle to lower class attire. Something like, I know, but I'm just letting you know what she is wearing. Garen is also wearing middle to lower class attire as well.
Oh, it's Comet will put on just like his regular disguise kit, which is just like...
Are you gonna flip your coin and change your hair?
Yep.
What are you changing it to?
I'm pulling it out now. Man, Tails. It is. Where's my coin? Equipment. Tails would be red hair sundown. He has his sunset hair.
Okay. Sunset it is.
I was really hoping you would get the not sunset one.
The blue toned one.
Yeah,
It would fit in a lot better in this area, considering there is snow everywhere.
It's true.
That's why Rob's suggesting the disguise, because he is orange.
I mean, but like normally if Comet doesn't use the coin, his hair's just like white, like a stormy
Does
white.
I not have the disguise self thing? Like the disguise self spell or whatever?
I don't think so. I've looked at my spells so many times
that a
today,
tiefling
and know that I
thing, or
don't
is
have it.
that-
but I'm
It's a
still
spell.
looking.
It goes with a class.
Yeah, it's like a spell.
Yeah.
Rye just has like disguise equipment. Yeah, he's got a disguise kit. That's the best he's got.
Yeah.
I thought about getting disguise self. Should have got it. Didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Can you still get it next time you level up?
I don't know. I don't remember what level or class it was. I think I was thinking about it for where I have vampiric touch.
All right. So, you guys are making yourself look middle to low class as much as you possibly can. Or will allow yourself to be.
So before they find an inn, Somnia's gonna kind of stop and look at them and say, we need to find an inn that fits with how we look, but I need to make sure that you have enough gold to pay for your own room. If not, I will give it to you right now, but I think given the way that we're trying to look, if I pull out all of this money, it's going to look suspicious.
I can pay for me and Comet to have a room. You worry about you and Garen.
I gave all my gold to my sister, so...
Well, what I mean is, if you need gold, if you don't have enough, let me know now, and I'll give it to you now, so that I don't just hand it over.
I am not taking your money because you already paid for me.
Yes,
It's fine, Comet, it's fine, it's not a problem.
Technically, it's other
Really
people's
fine.
gold that I've taken, so...
Like that horse?
Yeah, like the horse.
I didn't need to know that. I mean, yes, I did. I like knowing that
You're a thief. You kill people.
Ah, I know.
Why is this a shock?
It's not. I'm just like, I don't need to. I don't need to know that. But yes, I did.
Anyway,
like
I
knowing
can
this.
cover the two of us. You're fine.
Just leave it at that. Let's go. Even, you can tell even Garen is, like, fed up with this shit, and, like, he's on edge being here.
I like the narrative of the group doing things and then Comet and Rye just bickering to each other.
Like a married couple.
Not yet.
No.
Alright. So, you guys find there are 3 inns, technically, in this location. The more lower class one is right here. It's going to be a little bit cheaper. Mid-range, you're looking at over here. And the more higher classed, fancier one is right here.
Yeah, we're not going to
We
that.
go into the lower class one.
Yeah, we're gonna probably go to.
Do we know, by chance, where the Fanged Blitz is? I would like to pick one that is not super close to it.
You would find out speaking to a few people, it's about right here. It's closest to the neighboring lower income locations.
Okay.
So I say we either get the middle one. Tasha's saying the middle one, the middle class one.
Okay.
See that?
You'd be looking at about 3 silvers per person.
Alright, cool. I can pay for myself then. You don't need to pay for me.
Oh, you don't know what I mean?
Good. But I like my privacy.
Okay, I don't care.
Yeah, cool.
And you guys, it's a very simple setup. Bed, side table. That's kind of it. It's not too fancy, not too over the top. There is fresh flowers in here, but like it's weird because it's like they have a permafrost on it to keep them somewhat fresh. But it's just like,
Is there like a mint on the pillow?
no. No mint. It's not fancy enough to have a mint on the table. But
That's why I said
to spruce it up, they tried to do the flower thing, but it's a little weird. This is run by what seems to be a old married couple. The man is very skinny and like tall, long, lanky. The woman is very stout and a little bit bigger, and they have a big dog off to the side, a big foofy, like Beethoven dog. Yeah. He kind of greets you at the door.
I'm gonna give him a nice little pat.
Yep, he's got lick ya.
Okay, thanks.
Alright, so you guys have found some rooms. You have found the location of the Fanged Blitz. So shall we call it a night for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it.
That's what I thought. So, that being said, I will now stop the recording.